A bundle of sticks. Long, long ago, a man called Abraham lived with his 5 sons. Sadly, Abraham's wife had died when the boys were still quite young. So Abraham had to look after them himself. He had to work very hard to feed them and buy them clothes. Abraham was not a very clever man, but he worked really hard. He always tried to do the best for his son. Unfortunately, the boys did nothing in their father for return. All they did was they fighted. They squabbled, they argued, they shouted at each other, and sometimes they fought and came to blows. There was never any peace in the house. The boys were always fighting. When a quarrel began, Ibrahim would hold his head in his hand and shut his eyes. "Oh no, not again," he would groan. "Boys, boys, boys, will you please stop it? Please." Sometimes the boys listened to their father, sometimes they did not. They shouted so loudly that they could not hear him. Then Ibrahim would scream, "Stop it at once!" The fight would stop for a short while, then it would start all over again. "What can I do with these boys?" said Ibrahim to himself one day. Shortly afterwards, Ibrahim told the boys that he was going away. "I'm going away to see an old friend," he said. "I'll be away for one night. I want you to stay here and look after yourself and each other. Take care of the house and please, 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 please do not quarrel." "I don't quarrel, father," said the first son. "Neither do I," said the second boy. "Neither do I," said the third. And the fourth son said, "Yes, you do." "Quite right," said the fifth boy, and he pointed to the first boy and added, "I never quarrel, but he does." "Rubbish," said the first son, grabbing hold of the youngest boy's collar. "Boys, boys, boys," said Ibrahim. "I haven't even left the house and you have started another argument." "He started it," said the eldest son, pointing to the youngest. "No, I didn't," said the youngest. And another of the sons said, "Yes, you did, you did, you did, you did." "Stop, stop at once," shouted the father, and there was silence. After a little while, Ibrahim left the house. "I hope they don't fight with each other," he thought. I must really think of a way to stop them." That night, while Ibrahim was away, the boys heard sounds in the house. First there was a loud clink, like glass breaking. Then there were other sounds like creak, crack, and scrape. Bang, crash. But the boys did not care. They lay in their beds and listened, but they did not move even a muscle. The eldest son thought, "Why should I get up?" The second boy thought, "It's not my work to guard the house." The third thought, "Those lazy brothers can go and see who or what is making that noise. I do not care." And the other two boys sat up and listened. Then they looked at each other sleepily. "You go and see," whispered one. "No, you should go," said the other. "Why should I?" said the first. Then they both lay down again, tucked their heads under the blankets, and went to sleep. In the morning, the boys got a rude shock. There was nothing left in the house. Someone had come during the night and taken away everything. Only their beds and blankets remained. The boys did not know what to do, and they did not actually care. Later that morning, Ibrahim returned to the house. He wondered about the empty rooms in the house. Everything was gone. Ibrahim was very sad. He was even more heartbroken when he heard that the boys were blaming each other. He sat with his head in his hands. Then he called the boys together. "Sons," said Ibrahim, "today I want to tell you something important. I was away for just one night, and look what happened." He asked the eldest son to go to the woodpile and to fetch him a bundle of sticks. The eldest boy went to fetch the sticks, and the others became frightened. "Is father going to beat us?" they wondered. The eldest boy soon returned with the bundle of sticks. Ibrahim took a few sticks from the bundle and placed them by his side. Now the boys were really worried. He is surely going to use them to whack us, they thought. Ibrahim handed the bundle to the youngest son. I want you to break this whole bundle of sticks, he said. What? All of them? Asked the boy. Yes, all of them, all at once, said Ibrahim. The youngest boy pushed and pulled, he heaved and squeezed, but he could not even bend the bundle of sticks. Each boy, in turn, was handed the bundle, and each, including the eldest, failed to break the sticks. Then Ibrahim picked up the sticks lying beside him and handed one to each son. Now the boys were even more puzzled than frightened. Is he going to make us whack each other? They wondered. You each have a stick, said Ibrahim. I want you to break your stick into pieces. The boys smiled. They were relieved because this was a very simple task to do and it would not be painful. They did as they were told. Each stick was easily broken into tiny pieces. My sons, said Ibrahim when they had finished, you broke one stick very easily, but you could not break the sticks when they were tied together in a bundle. It is the same with people. It is the same with a family. When separated, we are not strong. If we all stick together, we really will be strong. If you work together as a team, you will be strong. If you fight and quarrel and stay apart, you will be forever weak. You will be broken, just like this stick. At that moment, Ibrahim snapped the stick into two. This is what happened to our house today, he said, snapping the stick again and again. This is what will happen to our family if you had worked together. When I was away, you could have saved our things. The boys learned a good lesson that they never forgot it. They stopped fighting from that day forward, and they were a good family again. The end. Moral: unity is strength.